What's going on? So right here I got my brand new 2020 Ninja 650. The only thing I have done to this so far is some sliders, front, rear, and my quad lock up on the stem. But today's purpose of the video is we're going to be installing this Graves Fender Eliminator kit. And pretty much what these are just for is to make the bike cosmetically look better. And hopefully after this video, someone else can get a little bit more confidence to do this himself and get rid of that nasty looking fender. So let's get started. Alright, so looking in the Graves box, we're going to have a bunch of wires, connectors, and whatnot in this bag, and what looks like to be a manual in there. And then this is going to be the heart of the whole process right here. Pretty much this entire fender is going to be traded in for this much sleeker looking plate holder. These lights right here will go right into this plate holder. I'm just using the original blinkers and just putting this in here so it looks a little bit better. So let's get started. So let's just pop the seat out real quick. On these Ninjas, you just twist. This front's gonna pop up first, and then it just slides forward. So like that. The second seat's even easier. Just pull it right. Coming up into the tail of this right here, you're gonna have 4 bolts that are holding this on. And of course there's gonna be some sort of wire once we get this off. And let's take care of these 4 bolts, see where these wires are at, and we'll get right back into it. So the 4 bolts down here are gonna be 5mm. We're also going to remove the 2 side pieces. This is going to be an 8mm on those. Now you're going to find yourself a size 4 Allen key, and that's going to remove this conjoining bolt from this fairing to this fairing. We'll remove those on each side. Should be able to pop these right off. 1 and 2. I unplugged these wires right here. They're color coded and they're all different shapes, so shouldn't have any issue putting them back together when you are finished. Now we are going to take off these bolts right here. Now if you're looking from the side, you can tell that there's wires, the ones that we just disconnected, that go to the taillight. So we disconnect those wires, they go in there. We remove these bolts, we have these removed, 2 side pieces are removed. Now we're down here. You can see there's still a screw left right there. And in order to get to that, I have my screwdriver. It's running very tightly through here. Did not give us a great spot to unscrew it from, so we have to make do. But I'm going to put the camera down, that way I can apply pressure upwards as well as unscrew it this way. The wires are going to come right out because we already unplugged them. And then if you are reusing your old blinkers, this is when we are going to disassemble this unit. I just used a 1/4 inch wrench, but it's metric. I couldn't find one, so 1/4 fits that. Whatever metric is fits that too. These came off the stock one. This bracket is all what comes with the Graves kit. You just got to wire it up and set it in. Alright, so they provide you with this rubber grommet, and you're going to probably have to take a razor and cut it a little bit larger to try to fit these through there, and it's a pain in the ass, so good luck with that. But just cut it larger, do one at a time, set them through, that way it's fully waterproof. So with the rubber grommet, there's a little section underneath to feed the wires through. You're going to have the excess of the grommet on the bottom here. And then take the provided hardware, loop it through the bottom, make sure all this is clean. And it's gonna bolt right up to the top here. I should have done the whole bike in this video angle. So what we're gonna do is just do the red. So this kit came in with the wire adapter to plug right up for the license plate. So all we're doing is connecting colors, crimping them, heating them up, calling it a day. These are already heat shrink wraps, so you don't have to add anything. Tuck those in there. Like farther underneath, because if you pinch a cord, it can damage it. Alright, it's all hooked up. Make sure everything works. We put it back together. Go left blinker. That still works. Right. Yep. And then let's put lights on, which means we're good to go. Put everything back on the way it came off. That is a ton better.